is Uma Maheshwari. We are going to learn first chapter in computer application. So we are learning about multimedia and desktop publishing. Here in this first topic itself, we are going to see about the components of multimedia. What are the components of multimedia? Text, image, animation, video, audio. Among that 5 components, we have already in first session we have already seen text and image. Many two types of text, many types of text we have seen, and images, popular images also we have seen. Now we are going to see about animation, video, sound, audio. Okay, so now coming to animation, the third component, important component of animation of multimedia is animation. The word animation is generated from anim, which means life. Okay, so what do you mean by animation? A rapid display of a movement of sequence of images. So images, if it is displayed rapidly, that is considered as animation. Many images, we have to draw multiple drawings, and if it is displayed rapidly, it is called as animation. Whether the sequence of images may be of 2D or 3D model, it creates an illusion of movement. That is, illusion means we are trying to consider that as animation if an image is displayed rapidly. Rapidly means fast. Cartoons on television is one example of animation. Is one example. Cartoon, no, we have seen in television. That is an example for animation. See, first animation is created in 1906 by Stuart Blackstone. First animated film is Humorous Faces of Funny Faces. So these are the things we are going to see about animation. What do you mean by animation? Animation is the process of displaying still images or static images so quickly so that they give the impression of continuous movement. So they will give the impression. What type of impression you will be getting if a continuous movement is done? It looks as animation. Using numerical transformation, the movement of that image along the path is calculated for their defining coordinates. So coordinate also important. So there are 2 types of animation. One is path animation. Another one is frame by frame animation. That is called as frame animation. So animation is nothing but rapid display of movement of sequence of images. There are 2 types of animation. One is path animation and frame animation. Path animation means what? We have to draw the path where the object should move. But when it is rapidly displayed, that path will not be displayed, whereas the object will move on that path, will appear to move on that path. So if we create path and we are trying to move the path, move the object on that particular path, then it is called as path animation. So the process of animating one or more objects moving along a defined three-dimensional path through a scene is known as path animation. So the first type of animation may be of 2D or 3D, but the types of animations are path animation and frame animation. So if you draw a path and if you try to move the objects on that path, then it is considered as path animation. Able to understand? Next comes frame by frame animation. So in each and every frame, we have to draw different drawings, different shape drawings. Frame by frame, you have to change the drawings as if it is displayed rapidly, it looks like frame animation, like animation. An object is moving. Frame by frame animation is a technique that creates, again, the word illusion. Illusion means, exact meaning is, we will imagine that, or it will look like movement by making incremental changes between every keyframe. So in each and every frame, drawings will appear, but some changes will be there between the drawings in each and every frame. That is called as frame animation. In frame animation, multiple objects are allowed to travel simultaneously, and the background or the objects changes. That also can be done. Background, you can change the objects. Okay, so this is about animation. So what are the components of multimedia or the elements of multimedia? Text, image, those two components we have seen already. Now in this session, we are going to see about animation, audio and video. So first animation is completed. Now we are going to see about audio. It's also called as sound. This is a meaningful speech in any language. Sound means what? Meaningful speech in any language. Provide listening pleasure of music, special effect, and so on. So hearing, special effect. How will you measure the sound? Decibels, the pressure level of sound. Measurement is done by decibel. Analog and the digitized form of sound is called as audio. Whether it may be analog or digitalized form, it is considered as audio. So next is, we have musical instrument digital identifier, MIDI. MIDI form is also available. Musical instrument digital identifier is a standard communication tool developed for computers and as well as for electronic instruments. This tool is flexible and easy for composing the projects in multimedia. So whenever you want to include audio or sound, you can use this MIDI format. Tools for synthesizing the sound and software for frequency are necessary for MIDI format files. Okay, so regarding this audio files, MIDI format is important. Next, what we are going to see about digital sound. It is created when a sound wave is created into numbers, digitizing, okay, stored in a form of sample points. So, sampled sound is a digitized sound. What do you mean by sample sound? A sample of sound is taken and stored every nth fraction of second as digitized information in bits and bytes. Quality of digital recording depends upon the sampling rate. What do you mean by sampling? Converting analog to digital. Sampling rate is defined as how often the samples are taken and how many numbers are used to represent the value of each sample. So bit depth, number of bits available. Okay. So bit rate also. Bit rate is nothing but the samples. The finer the quality of the captured sound and the resolution is achieved while played back as an output, when more often the sample is taken and the more data is stored about that sample. Bit rate, how many bits are processed every second. So 1 second, how many bits are processed, that is called as bit rate. In digital sound, it is very important. Bit rate is very important. Able to understand? So, any idea about the audio files? Audio files format other than MIDI, MP3, sound files. Any other sound files you know? Come on, tell me. Wave, audio files, MP3. Many video files are available. Okay, if you want to insert any video audio file in your document while creating multimedia, you can use these types of audio formats. Okay, next is video. This video is an excellent tool for delivering multimedia. Okay, is an electronic medium for the recording, copying, playback, broadcasting, and display of moving visual media. What are the two types of video? Analog video or digital video? Video is defined as the display of recorded event. Already one day event is recorded. That is going to be displayed. Okay, the powerful way to convey information in multimedia applications are embedding of video. So if you embed an video or if you insert, you cannot tell us insert, you have to use a word called embed. Embed and video in multimedia or in desktop publishing. Okay. The video can be categorized in two types as analog and digital video. What do you mean by analog video? This analog video, the video data are stored in any non-computer media. If it is stored in computer, it is called as digital video. It is further divided into two types called composite and component analog video. Composite analog video has all the video components like brightness. So in video you can change the brightness, color and synchronization combined into one signal. The quality of composite video resulted in color blending, low clarity and high generational loss. Okay. So this is about what are the types of video: composite and component analog video. Composite analog video. This has all video component. So if you want to change the brightness, color, can be done. Then combined into one signal for delivery. That is traditional television. Okay. What are the disadvantages? Color blending, low clarity, difficult to edit. Analog video is difficult to edit. That is the disadvantage. Format, recording tape format such as Betamax and VHS. Next is, this is about the three components. which we have discussed in this session. What are the three components? Animation. In animation, we have seen path animation, and one more type is frame by frame animation. In sound, we have seen digital sound. And in video, analog video as well as digitalized video we have seen. So totally how many components are there? In this session, you should get a clear idea about the components of multimedia. Tell me, what are the components of multimedia? What are the components? Come on, tell me. So with this, we will end the session. Okay, thank you.